Alright, what's up everyone? This is Variance bringing you another week of the After Hours Gaming League. StarCraft 2.
Heart of the Swarm.
Heart of the Swarm. So this is actually a show match because Microsoft has already won 4 games to none. Sadness.
Annihilation.
That's okay. Because wraithcube was very sad that he did not get to play. So he went ahead and played a show match between him and 8-Bit. And this is what we're going to be catching today. Is that right, Osiris?
That sounds about right to me. Let's hop in the game.
Let's go watch. Start the countdown.
So I don't really remember what 8-Bit's record is this season. Do you know?
I do not know, actually. Probably pretty good, I think.
Alright, Expedition lost. I'm gonna be expecting some DT harass, hopefully. Maybe some Protoss blinking of stalkers.
This could probably do something pretty cheesy. Is that common in PvP, kind of timing attack or something?
Yeah,
gimmicky?
it's toss v toss is cheese a lot of the time. Most of the builds I know are cheese.
So we should expect some form of cheddar.
Maybe American.
Swiss.
Yeah,
Damn.
this map is really good for a DT build or a DT rush. There are so many places to hide that shrine.
It's taking an awful long time to load. Alright, we're about ready. Alright. So let me see if I got the score correct. Alright, this is show match, not really game number 5. So let me do a quick introduction. Let us do wraithcube first. I believe he's up here. Yes, he is. So spawning in the upper right hand corner, we have from Team IBM, the blue Protoss, wraithcube. Spawning in the lower left hand corner, we have the purple Protoss from Team Microsoft, 8-Bit.
Alright. Still very standard right now. Looks like wraithcube is missing out on one of the chronos on his Nexus right there.
Yeah, he is.
Same thing with 8-Bit. There goes 8-Bit though. Both of them a little bit late. I guess they both did it at the same time, so it doesn't really matter too much. They're both equally behind.
Yeah, sometimes when you're playing lower leagues, and of course lower I mean platinum and lower, it's just whoever makes fewer macro mistakes. Sometimes micro.
Yeah, macro and micro is a huge part of it. Pretty much all of it until you get to diamond.
Looks like 8-Bit scouted to the north of his really large base, really in the main, to make sure there's no probes hiding there. I guess probe does get sent pretty early, huh? He warns him checking it that early.
Yeah, so you see there he's scouting for the pylon, 8-Bit. Doesn't really see anything, he keeps going. And both players have their double gas up. This is both very standard play.
Yeah, nothing cheeky or cheesy from wraithcube. But he has been cheesed pretty often this season. He's been DT rushed at least twice, I believe.
So this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. You see wraithcube up here putting his pylon in the back. Hopefully he can deny this probe scout and actually maybe throw down a Stargate. Although it still wouldn't really be much of a great idea because that Oracle would have to travel so far.
Probably not a proxy Oracle. He would have probably put his Stargate a little bit closer by now, I suppose. Oh wait, look at this. 8-Bit is moving off to the left, kind of a little bit suspiciously, so maybe a proxy pylon later. Or even
and this back corner over here is a great spot to hide something. It's probably one of the last spots your opponent's going to check, right behind that mineral line where 8-Bit's probe is sitting.
Should he be putting down a pylon by now then? Oh wait, you know? wraithcube already has his Stargate up. Or rather, started. Not quite up.
And it looks like he might lose his probe here in 8-Bit's base. Yep.
Oh, poor Proby.
Yeah, he must have forgotten about that one. But he is going for the Stargate. So maybe he could get the Oracle out, or maybe we'll actually see some early Void Rays out on the field to push back those Stalkers.
8-Bit is just scouting around his natural. Nothing there. Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like we are going to either see the Blink Stalkers from 8-Bit or the DT Rush.
So for at least the third time this season, wraithcube is going to be going against DTs.
Yeah, and if Wraith can pull this off correctly, this Oracle build is a complete counter to DT Rush, just because of that ability it has.
Revelation or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And for those of you who are not familiar with that or do not play Protoss, they have moved an ability for Stargate units, in particular the Oracle, to reveal cloak units. So that I believe if you go that tech path, you're not totally screwed if your opponent goes any kind of cloak unit, because normally before the Oracle had that ability, he would have to build a robo in order to get.
Yeah, and it looks like we are going to see that Dark Shrine coming down in the main. A little bit surprising. I would have hit it if I was him. Maybe I'm a little bit risque though.
Proxy pylons have already been placed across the map by 8-Bit. One right outside of natural of wraithcube, and here comes the Oracle, going right in.
Yeah, he's probably going to get a few kills off, maybe 2 or 3, but that Stalker, I guess the Stalker's a little bit slow. Oh wow!
What is that? There's a recall right back into his own base. I guess it's to
that was a miss micro. He meant to
photon overcharge.
Right,
yeah, that's really too bad. Well, wraithcube needs to move his Oracle.
Still, we see the DTs coming in up top here. wraithcube not really being able to do anything. His second Oracle is coming back though for the Revelation. Or the Envision actually is what the ability is. Yeah, see? So he's going to be able to pick up both of these DTs right here.
Nice pickup. That's good defense. He's going to be right outside this range of photon overcharge.
Yeah, and at this point wraithcube, he's probably just going to want to sit those 2 Oracles in his base, stop the DTs from coming in. He knows they're on the field now, so at this point he just has to kind of sit in his base and build up.
Yep. So yep, as Osiris pointed out, Envision is to do the detect the cloaked and burrowed, and then Revelation is to reveal. That's the way I'm gonna try to remember it next time.
And it lasts for a whole 60 seconds, which is a very large amount of time. We're gonna see a third Oracle. This one's probably gonna be for the harass. You can see it's microed all the way across the map there.
Yeah, wraithcube is just trying not to do anything risky, keeping his 2 Oracles up here. And then 8-Bit's expansion is late. I mean, it looks like he's just sitting back.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit off. wraithcube definitely has the advantage here.
Archon's going to do well to try to defend a little bit this natural, if any Oracles fly in. So 8-Bit adding a Forge, looks like wraithcube has also added a Forge a little bit later than his opponent, but not that long.
Yeah,
actually.
both Protoss players are going to want to start up those upgrades immediately. It's already getting a little bit late for that.
So it looks like 8-Bit. Oh, here comes. Yeah, he's gonna get away, but he took some hull damage on that Oracle.
He got 2. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Good defense by 8-Bit right there. Yeah, wraithcube is really pulling ahead. It's starting to pull ahead in econ right here. And then 8-Bit, I guess he has to keep some units at home just in case those Oracles fly right back in. What kind of? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to just say that the supply is still pretty even for both players.
Yeah.
The army definitely favoring 8-Bit's composition, though.
He's going like Immortal, Archon, with some gateway units, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely a stronger build at this point versus what wraithcube has. He needs to get some more firepower out.
Yep. Everyone's getting their attack upgrade. Oh. Everyone's getting their Robo Bay. So we're gonna see Colossi. Oh, here comes Oracle. Did he get any kills? He got 3, huh?
Saves it, too. Just
Yeah.
poking around, doing some damage to the econ.
Basically trading away energy for probes. No. Looks like wraithcube's just going home. Or is he just going the long way? Oh, for some reason he's rallied to that, to this watchtower. Oh no, but it looks actually, I'm very surprised how both players are pretty close in supply, pretty close in workers. It's just like you pointed out, Osiris is 8-bit has a better composition right now. But in fact, actually, is that wraithcube?
He's got this. Looks like they're both getting Colossus.
Yeah,
yeah. This is gonna be a classic macro micro style engagement. Both 2 death balls coming in, unless someone tries to do something a little bit fancy. I actually really like 8-bit's placement of his units right there. He knows that those oracles can just sweep right back in if he's not careful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a little bit surprised though he hasn't put at least 1 cannon up in the back of his bases. He's got the minerals for it. He's sitting over 500 now.
Oh, here comes some more damage from the Oracle. Oh, he's about to lose that Oracle if he's not careful. Good, he flies out, only taking a little bit more shield damage. Finally, the cannon gets put down. He's tired of it because he needs to move out, right? And I'm actually surprised that even though their Robo Bay came up at the same time, it's actually only wraithcube who has been producing Colossi. I mean, I also noticed that 8-bit should already see the robotics bay going down. Oh, and 8-bit's moving out with his warp prism.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to take his 3rd right now with that probe. He's going to see this proxy. He's going to nuke that down in 1 second.
It's just, yeah, says Oracle should see that warp prism flying by, and then yep, he spots it. He's flying back. Oh wait, I thought he was flying back. Where's he going? Where are you going? Where are you going, man?
He had the energy. Maybe a revelation on that would have been a good idea. To track that thing.
Yeah. Tag it with a revelation tag, right? Yeah, I mean 8-bit's taking this 3rd. wraithcube has no idea this is going down yet. 8-bit still has this proxy pylon up here, right outside of the 3rd.
That's a lot of Colossus we're seeing out of wraithcube.
Yeah. Any range going? Yep. Range is like just about done actually. It's like 10 seconds away from being done. I mean, it looks like it's in wraithcube's favor, right? He's got like 4 Colossi to 1.
Yeah, the only problem is that those Colossus are not going to do that much damage to the Archons. If he gets out enough Archons...
Everyone's trying to take their 3rds. Everyone's taking their pocket 3rds. There's a lot of, not much going on. 8-bit sending 2 zealots to scout that 3rd. And that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, wraithcube could actually push through on one of the 8-bit's bases.
Yeah.
He's got the resources, he's got the unit supply, and oh, here we're going to see the High Templar. They're going to just start to become Archons, and what's going to happen is they're going to be able to walk right into that death ball that wraithcube's going to push in with, and they're not going to take that much damage. It's going to make his Colossus not that effective. It's a good counter to the Colossus.
And if you see this kind of composition from your Protoss opponent, what does a Protoss do? What does he do against Immortal Archon?
Tempests.
Tempests?
Tempests and Mortals.
Yeah, yep. wraithcube has to go back to his natural. Deal with this pesky warp prism.
I mean, at this point, I would have been going a Sky Toss and just massed up on Tempests and Void Rays, things of that nature. Some Phoenix to get some pickups.
wraithcube losing 11 probes, and that it's more than pesky. It was actually pretty effective. 8-bit's warp prism.
Yeah, those Stalkers are just not going to be that effective versus 2 Mortals. Those guys are going to be able to shoot them down in 2 shots.
Yeah. So pesky. Oh, you gotta. I don't know. wraithcube should really use this because actually oracles cannot attack air, right? They're
Yeah, and I mean, he's just sitting energy on them at this point, so
yeah. Just
he
might as
could
well
have
tag
done.
him, huh?
Yeah, or throw down the reveal, and we're gonna see some Colossus out of 8-bit too.
Yeah, he's caught up in the Colossus. Kyle. Yeah, definitely favoring 8-bit. This army. Not much stalkers here. Not many stalkers here. Looks like 8-bit does not quite see this army moving as third. Even
Yeah,
though
this
he
is
is moving in the right position right now.
pretty even fight right here. Looks like this is gonna be the big engage. Oracle goes down. Here comes the concave, and all those zealots just come in the front lines. And the time warps.
These Archons gonna wreck crap. Yep.
See, that's what I'm talking about with the Archons. They can just push through those laser beams, not take that much damage. They're the tanks.
Oh, and then it's GG.
Yeah, he really had nothing to follow that up. He had a couple stalkers, spread all out his base, all throughout his base, and another Colossus on the way. That was about it.
I think wraithcube tapped out because he knew that he was way outnumbered in Colossus, and then those Archons just give him a lot of trouble.
Colossus and Immortals.
Yeah. Well, it was looking good for wraithcube. It was all down to army composition, and 8-bit picked the right composition for sure.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have the right scout on the army. Maybe he just didn't know how to counter it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of both. I didn't quite see much scouting from wraithcube, so.
Usually the Sky Toss is going to be the victor in these matchups. It's the control of the Tempests. They're just going to sit back there with their 90 range and just nuke down the Colossus, nuke down the Archons, both massive units, so maybe throwing some DTs, something like that.
Yep. Cool. Great. Well, I'd like to thank Osiris for joining me in this Showmatch cast of this game.
Historic event.
Historic event. Yep, and then of course that concludes the After Hours Gaming League season number 5. Microsoft is actually going to advance to the semifinals. He's going to play against Google Glass.
Google Glass.
Yep, in one of the semifinals.
Are those the only 2 teams left?
No, they have 2 more. It's a semifinal, so they have 2 more. I believe the other 2 are going to be. Let me check real quick. I only bothered to look at who they were facing. The other 2 in the semifinals are going to be Amazon Paintforce and National Instruments, who were actually National Instruments and Microsoft played for the title last season, I believe.
Yeah, I believe Amazon did really well against our team in the pre-playoffs.
Yeah, they were pretty solid. All of those teams who made it this far are pretty dang solid. So, all right, well, okay. So I guess we'll see each other next season if there is a season number 6 for the After Hours Gaming League. And I'd like to thank all the people who are watching this video. All 3 of you. My wife says there's no one watching this video, but I'm hoping there's more than just 3 people watching, of course.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, well. Talk to you guys later.